And a very pleasant good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in today to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. That's me. I'm Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, have we got a show for you today. Going to talk about the North Clay Cardinals and how they took third place up there in the state tournament in the boys baseball. Congratulations to them. We'll get to them in just a little bit. We're going to talk about U.S. Open golf. We're going to talk about World Cup. We're going to talk about baseball. We're going to talk about basketball. We're going to talk about hockey. Oh, my heavens. What a full show we have for you today here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our weekly Take the Points edition. And, yeah, you can tell by now. I don't have somebody here I must tell you, they never told me the problems today. I figured Jamie's at work, and that's the only one I know, as shooting this on Wednesday rather than Thursday, prior to Friday's show. So the stats and stuff that I tell you may be a day or so behind, but we got plenty to talk about. We are going to have a lot of fun here on today's show. First, I'll tell you about some of the stuff going on in your community this weekend here on Friday, June 19th, tomorrow on Saturday, June 20th. Tons of fun stuff. Oh My Stars Quilt Show. That is today, this evening at 5 o'clock up at the North Clay Elementary School. That's just about half a click, not even that, a quarter of a mile up the road, as the So Nifty Sisterhood Quilt Guild hosting their biannual Oh My Stars America's 250th Celebration Quilt Show raffle and silent auction. Show will be up at North Clay Elementary School, like you said, that's the south building up there. You don't want to go all the way to the north. Go to the south. It'll go today from 9 to 7, and then a full day tomorrow. It's 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Admission is $5 per person. 12 and under get in free. Going to be a raffle for an Our Flag Stands for Freedom quilt. There will be tickets on sale at the door for that or from any guild member. Also going to be a scavenger hunt, silent auction. Kathy said that they were going to have some food trucks on hand. It is just going to be a hoot. So that'll be at the North Clay Elementary Junior High School up there just north of this building. For more information, you can go to the So Nifty, S-E-W, Nifty Sisterhood Quilt Guild there on Facebook. Give it a shot. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? Down in Albion, they're at the Pagoda. They're going to have some fun. It's the big pork loin fundraiser. This is for the Edwards County Historical Preservation Society. They're firing up support for local history by firing up the grills, inviting the community members to enjoy a savory meal while helping preserve the county's rich heritage. Each pork loin is expertly smoked by Smoke and Pig, and going to sell those for $30 a throw. All proceeds go toward preservation projects throughout the year. I don't know if somebody sponsored it and bought all of them and all the $30 goes to the whole thing. I don't know. The society hopes the event brings together families and friends for a good cause. Now, you probably already needed to place your order, but I suspect if it's like the one they do up here in Florida, they'll have extras. So go ahead and go down there. And if they don't have an extra, they're probably cooking something else that's going to make you feel good. What else is going on? I mentioned this yesterday. Illinois Free Fishing Days are underway. The Illinois Department of Natural Resources invites families throughout the state to enjoy the opportunity to get out and lake, pond, river, state park, private fishing hole near yourself. During these 4 days, anglers can fish without purchasing a fishing license, a salmon stamp, or even an inland trout stamp in Illinois. Goals for those who who don't usually go fishing to discover or rediscover the activity and maybe introduce children to it. That's good, clean fun. The IDNR director, Natalie Phelps Finney, says free fishing days are a great opportunity for Illinois families to unplug, spend time together outdoors, and discover the fun and enjoyment of fishing. You can't go wrong there. You know where you also can't go wrong tonight? Up in T-Town. Out there, I believe it's in front of the Knights of Columbus building. It's a 210 Pearl Street in T-Town. Totopolis Cruise Night and Car Show. Starts at 5 o'clock. They're going to rev them up, rev up the engines at 5 o'clock. A cruise route from 5:30 till 9 o'clock, along with a car show. Bigfoot monster trucks. Yeah, I said it. Bigfoot monster trucks, food, drinks, cold beer, raffles, fireworks to close out the night. Car show entries $10. Spectators, free. That's how you like it right there. Don't miss this beloved community event. We've been up there over the years and we've filmed it. It's just fantastic. They do a wonderful job out there at the Totopolis Cruise Night and Car Show. What else? How about on Saturday? Let's move to Saturday. The Friends of Grayville hosting a hog roast with live music and more. This will be from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock in Grayville. Friends of Grayville invite the area to their annual hog roast. Pork chops prepared by Wabash Valley, along with a variety of desserts, will be provided by the Grayville Moose. The event will feature a performance by the Big Bash Blues Band. Big Bash Blues Band. My golly, stop by there. Where's that going to be in Grayville? You really can't miss it. Guests can participate in a 50-50 raffle. I think it's downtown. Must be out there, right there by the bandstand or the stage in front of the Moose. But what else going on Saturday? Oh my. Biscuits and gravy breakfast. You can't go wrong here. This is in Salem at the Trinity United Methodist Church. It'll be from 7:30 until 10 a.m. Menu is biscuits and gravy, egg casserole. Oh yeah, sausage, fruit, coffee, and juice. I'd say bring your own salsa and get ready to go. Price is $10 a person, 6 and under. Eat free. Nice. Again, that's at the Trinity United Methodist Church in Salem. How about this? Up in Effingham on Saturday. Super Saturday. It's the VW Fun Fest 2026. It'll go from 8 to 4 in Effingham on Saturday up there at the Mid-American Motor Works and MY Garage Museum. They've been doing this for more than 25 years. It's fantastic. They're continuing this tradition with maybe just a one-day event, coffee-style gathering focused on the cars, the community, and the Fun Fest spirit. Oh, there you go. What an evening. What a time for that. As they'll have trailer unloading as well as the 4 p.m. They'll wrap up the day with a fun run cruise departing from Mid-American Motor Works to a destination to be announced. That'll be fun. So all that going on Saturday. What else going on Saturday? Chautauqua at the Crossroads. Talked about this on Thursday. They're doing this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as well. Up in Marshall, Chautauqua at the Crossroads. They're celebrating the Marshall Public Library. On Friday, they are hosting the Illinois Voices 250 with Illinois Humanities. That'll be from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. And then at 2 p.m., there's going to be another screening of the American Revolution documentary. That's the Ken Burns documentary. And at 5 o'clock, dinner theater at Harlan Hall, a timeless gathering. So there you go. That's on Friday. On Saturday, Turner Bus Tour, Ride Through History, Revolutionary War Gravesite Tour with lunch at the Moonshine Cafe. Nice. $25 advance ticket required for that. You can give them a call at 217-826-2535. They'll tell you all about it. At 6:30, after the big tour, at 6:30, a living history performance by Brian Fox Ellis, John Adams, architect of our American independence. Boy, that's the thing. folks don't remember how integral John Adams was to the whole scene there in Philadelphia in 1776 and 1775, in Boston in 1770. He was there the entire time for the birth of the country. So by all means, take that in up in Marshall. And the final event I want to tell you about taking place over the weekend. Yeah, that's the final event. Up at it's the Moccasin Creek Festival 2026. It's continuing. It started Thursday night. Big night Friday night at 6 o'clock. Trout Fishing in America. That's an outstanding group. The Burney Sisters will take the stage at 7. Rodney Crowell. Yeah, I said Rodney Crowell, Hall of Famer. He'll be on at 8:15 on Friday night, and he'll be followed up by Chicago Farmer and the Field Notes. Chicago Farmer's outstanding, but you got to see Rodney Crowell. I got to see Rodney Crowell. You might see me. I've got tickets. You might see me running around up there sometime, and if you do, by all means, stop by and say hello. As we really enjoy up there this Moccasin Creek stuff and all the work they do. How about on Saturday? Now, Saturday, the Mighty Pines are playing. Mighty Pines are just a fantastic like bluegrass group. They do outstanding job. Then the Jess Klein band will be there. She is, if you haven't heard Jess Klein play, she's outstanding. That's at 6:20. At 7:40, best mullet in country music is Nick Shoulders. Nick Shoulders will take stage at 7:40, and he'll go till about 9:10. That's when Jay Plank, the Jay Plank Band, will show up. They do a great job. Late music, the Birthday Cake at 10:20, and then Taylor Steele and the Love Preachers will take over at about 11 o'clock. It is a full weekend of music, and I just did the evening events because they'll start at noon, both I think on Friday and Saturday. So by all means, stop by at the Lake Sarah Marina for the Moccasin Creek Festival. What else going on, folks? This is Juneteenth today. Here on June 19th, it's the oldest nationally celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. That is a wonderful thing to celebrate. The story, of course, of Juneteenth begins in Texas when Major General Gordon Granger of the Union arrived in Galveston on June 19th with the announcement that slavery had been eradicated. The community listened to the reading of the General Orders Number 3, and the people of Galveston learned for the first time that the Civil War was over. After more than a century of slavery and years of war, it was official. All slaves were now freed men. And heck, Lincoln did it, and he'd already passed away by this time. So this is an outstanding opportunity to celebrate history, as well as to celebrate the eradication, prohibition of slavery. In all 50 states officially do recognize the observance. In June 2021, the U.S. passed legislation making Juneteenth a federal holiday, and President Joe Biden signed the legislation into law on June 18th, 2021, declaring Juneteenth National Independence Day. How about that? So there will be the federal offices observe the day on the closest weekday if Juneteenth lands on a weekend. So I guess you better get your banking done on Thursday or on Monday or Saturday morning, because banks are closed usually for Juneteenth. There you go. Plenty of ways to celebrate it, so enjoy that. What else going on here on the 19th, ladies and gentlemen? Wear Blue Day, always on the Friday before Father's Day. This is a commemoration. It's a focus, basically, to focus and support the men in your life to lead a healthy lifestyle, and that you care about their well-being. Men are likely to skip health checkups more than women. At the same time, they are more likely to take chances with their health choices. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, I've seen a lot of men take silly chances with their health. Give me a mirror. The Wear Blue campaign provides an opportunity for employers, communities, and other organizations to hold events to raise awareness about concerns concerning men's health. And the cool thing is, there are all kinds of things. And really, it started out as kind of a acknowledgement, and they try to make folks more enlightened about prostate cancer. So this is a good day for you to wear blue. I'm already, look at me. I'm perfectly dressed. This is you can't really tell. You can barely tell. This is not black. This is a blue jacket on a blue shirt. Perfect for Wear Blue Day. What else going on? Now, this is kind of crude, but on June 20th every year, ladies and gentlemen, National Ugly Dog Day. Look at those cute little faces right there. This rolls out the red carpet for the underdogs, the incredibly sweet, uniquely structured, wonderfully wonky, and beautifully imperfect pets. Today, folks celebrate the charm that lies entirely outside traditional pageant standards to remind the world that true beauty is found in unconditional love, mismatched ears, crooked teeth, and a wagging tail. I got to tell you, that little pug up there in the left-hand corner looks pretty cool. Or is that pug on the right side? That may be a French bulldog on the left. That is a funny-looking. That's not nice calling these dogs ugly. That's just not nice. I don't think he'd like it. This is Ugly Dog Day. All dogs, in my opinion, possess a magnetic charm, even a cross-eyed rescue mutt, which, you never know which. I don't know. What this distinct looks make them unmistakably perfect, featuring key traits: uneven hair patches, maybe a lack of fur. Some may be completely bald, have exposed skin, saggy skin with deep folds and droopy eyes, maybe. Bandy legs that sit on top of a body that is visibly disproportionate. There you go. How can you celebrate National Ugly Dog Day? By all means, go take a drive down to your local shelter and ask the staff to introduce you to their longest-serving residents. The dogs that have been there the longest time. Say hello, give them a pet. And you may not take them home, but give these dogs some attention. They're the ones that are left over aren't usually considered the cute ones. So this is an opportunity I'll pet the ugly dogs. Host an ugly dog contest in your neighborhood or community. I don't know if you get anybody who want to come. You could have the folks vote on flattest nose, biggest overbite. Learn about ugly dog breeds from around the world. Give your ugly canine companion an extra large bone. That's thinking. How very kind. This was started. They have a contest each year on the third Friday of June out in Petaluma, California. That's where Ugly Dog Day comes from. So there you go. Enjoy Ugly Dog Day. What do you want to see on television, ladies and gentlemen? Today, Major League Baseball, the Toronto Blue Jays will be at the Cubs. That's Kevin Gossman versus Ben Brown. That'll be on Marquee, Channel 367. That's this afternoon at 1:20. The White Sox are with the Tigers. That is Eric Fetty versus Tarek Skubal. Skubal's back. How about that? The last year's Cy Young Award winner. That'll be on Chicago Sports Network, Channel 353. The Cardinals are at the Royals, 6:40 p.m. tonight. Apple TV. Not going to be on your regular Cardinal station. Apple TV just stepping in. That's not cool. U.S. Open golf all day long today. 5:30 to 12:30 on Peacock. 12:30 to 6:30 on regular NBC. And then World Cup soccer today. The big one at 2 o'clock this afternoon. United States versus Australia. Pardon me. That's going to be in Seattle. That'll be followed up on Fox also by Scotland versus Morocco. Yeah, Morocco, that's going to be in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Scotland's played 2 games there. Then it'll be Brazil versus Haiti at 7:30 tonight at Philadelphia. And then finally, Turkey versus Paraguay at 10 o'clock tonight. That'll be at Santa Clara, California. Hey, take the points today, folks. We are going to talk high school baseball. We'll do that right after we finish this. Back after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Cats TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Cats TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our weekly Take the Points edition of the show. Appreciate y'all tuning in. As last week we talked about the North Clay Cardinals heading up to Champaign to take on to play a couple of different games. They lost their first one 4-3 in extra innings, but won they defeated they lost to Putnam County and then defeated Jacksonville Rout in the third place game. So congratulations to the North Clay Cardinals. Outstanding season, fantastic season. As here's what the Sweet 16 looked like. That Putnam County lost down there in the state semifinals for North Clay, 4-3. It was 8 innings. It was extra innings. That's the thing, and that's what I talked about last week. I was so looking forward, hoping for a North Clay Tremont State Championship game. It did not occur, and I think North Clay and Tremont would have been a fantastic game. But then you see on Saturday, both games end with the same score. Tremont wins the tournament with a 10-0 win, and North Clay defeats Jacksonville Rout in 5 innings, 10-0. So a fantastic year for the North Clay Cardinals comes to an end at the state tournament, and we couldn't. Those of us fans in the community couldn't be more proud of them, and we are so happy for you folks to get up there and get some state hardware. As someone who has state hardware, I'm happy for you and proud of you. Here they are getting their trophy, the third place trophy, and you can see some of the starters Zimdar's there. That's Carter Walden's back. Cody Zimdar's there as well. Congratulations to all those kids. What a handsome team. Here they are, the full team, along with after they've received their medals. Coach John Freck and the gang there, just a fantastic season and a fantastic tournament. Here's a little closer look at that tournament. By the way, thanks very much to the Hometown Register for some of these pictures. I believe just this one, maybe one of the other ones. But I appreciate Hometown Register. That is like they probably don't even know that I exist, but I'm stealing their stuff, so giving them credit. But yeah, there's the third place trophy. Nice, congratulations to them. Okay. If I've been asked about it once, I've been asked about it 500 times here since last Friday. I was not in Champaign to watch the games. I watched them on television, or I watched the NFHS. They weren't on television. We'll talk about that at some other time when you have a lot more time to listen to me beef. No, we couldn't get them on television. So they were so only a single camera. You've seen the way Wabash does games. We've got numerous cameras, multiple cameras. All right, I'm not going to talk about it. We'll stop. All right. The play over at third base in the sixth inning of the semifinal. The Cardinals were leading. What was it? No, pardon me. It was tied up 2-2. Cardinals were tied up 2-2 in the top of the sixth inning. It was Putnam County at bat. And the man at second, runner at second, decided to steal third. He took off, goes to third base, and the throw down from the catcher, it gets off the glove of the third baseman, Trevin Sidwell, and there's a collision at third base between the runner and the fielder. And then the runner takes off again after Sidwell heads over to get the baseball, and the runner gets hung up, gets tagged out. Okay. I have been asked, like I said, what I thought of the call, if I thought they got it right, if I thought they got it wrong. At the time, I was watching the game. You could ask Dougie Griffiths here. He sat in there and watched it with me we watched it 15 times in a row, trying to figure out what exactly happened. Both coaches would have had a beef. John Freck came out after the play was made. The umpires awarded home plate to the runner. Here is a picture of, now this is immediately after the ball got knocked loose. Trevin Sidwell's getting there bumping, trying to get through the runner to get to the ball. And the runner the question is the runner trying to get home? Here's this is a little bit later after, this is probably half a click, well, not even that much, just a part of a second later as Sidwell gets tangled up with the base runner. Okay. I said to everybody that day, and I went online trying to find rules for it to figure out what the problem was. I couldn't find the particular rule on Friday. So I gave no opinion. I said, hey, look, if I knew the rules exactly, and I like to think I know the rules better than about 99% of the people out there, and I think I do. But if I knew that rule exactly, I would have an opinion on it. Came back this week, looked a little bit further into it. You can know the rules as well as anybody in the world. You can be the guy who wrote the rules. Still, it turns out it's a judgment call on the umpire's part. For the runner to be out, if the runner is interfering with the fielder to get to the ball, that's a batted ball. That's got to be a batted ball. That doesn't happen in this case. So there's no opportunity for an interference for the runner to be out. That's an interference. Fielder interference, runner is out. That didn't happen. We all know that. Fielder obstruction. If the fielder obstructs the runner, what exactly happens for that to be called? And in the event of fielder obstructing a runner, the runner is awarded the base, the next base, the base that they were going to. If a fielder collides with a runner but is not in possession of the ball, which is the case here, and is not in the immediate act of fielding a batted ball, he was not fielding a batted ball, it is obstruction. The penalty, the umpire signals the infraction, and when you watch it, the umpire is holding his fist out to third base, signaling that he's got an infraction, but he doesn't stop play. He was waiting to see if it played itself out. The umpire signals the infraction. The runner is automatically awarded the base they would have reached had there been no obstruction. If a fielder blocks the base path without possessing the ball, it is obstruction as well. Now, that last part mainly applies if it's blocking the plate or blocking a bag. That's not what happened here. So let's throw that out. Let's throw that out with the bathwater. The question of whether they should have, the question is whether they should have awarded the runner the home plate, or was it incidental contact. That's really what the question is. They actually have the words train wreck in the baseball rule book. Train wreck, under quotes, or incidental contact. Unavoidable collisions. If a fielder and a runner collide in the course of a normal, unavoidable play, and the runner makes an effort to avoid it, umpires may rule it incidental contact with no penalty called on either side. So the question, is it interference or just a train wreck? Occasionally situations appear to be interference or obstruction when both the runner and the fielder are doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing, which is basically what was going on here. But a developing play brings them together in such a way that you might have interference or you might have obstruction. That's what they call a train wreck. What do you do in a train wreck? Well, you need three ingredients for a train wreck. You need a close play. That's what this one was. You need a lot of speed, which not really involved here, but there was effort. And you need an offline throw that pulls the fielder toward the advancing runner. It's the offline throw that causes the problem. If the fielder strays into the runner's path trying to go after a throw, is it in a legitimate attempt to catch an offline throw? If so, that's a train wreck. If, on the other hand, the fielder moves into the runner's path and is calling for a throw from that position, then it's an obstruction. The thing here is the kid got up from third base after sliding. He was safe at third. The ball got tipped away. He did take a step. He looked like he was trying to take a step toward home plate. Sidwell was trying to go get the ball. It was a train wreck. If you ask me what I thought should have happened, it shouldn't have been obstruction. It shouldn't have been interference. It should have been a train wreck. And you award the kid third base. You don't send him home. But they sent him home. And that's what Coach Freck had the problem with. And I can see that. You can see here's where the kid has gotten up and he's pushing Sidwell there as Sidwell's pushing him back. It's like a sumo play right there. And so the kid kind of gives way and lets Sidwell go get the ball, and then he takes off for home. As you can see the coach there in the play telling him he's going to tell him to go. He was already up and going, it looked like to me. I thought it was a train wreck. I didn't think it was obstruction. I didn't think it was interference. It's a train wreck. Leave him for the third base. But it's a judgment call. It's a judgment call, entirely the opinion of the third base umpire. And some folks are going to think he got it wrong. Some folks are going to think he got it right. It's his call to make. And it's not like, those umpires don't even know who's playing for the most part. They don't care who's playing in these instances. The umpires do a good job. They did a good job. They just it's too bad that it cost North Clay a run. North Clay had opportunity. They tied it in the 7th, thank heavens, but then they got knocked out in the 8th. It was an outstanding effort, an outstanding season. Congratulations to the Cardinals, and best of luck next fall. That's fun. Baseball's a heck of a game. Like I say, you can go. I've been doing this for 30 or 40 years. I think I've only seen that type of play once, and it was in a World Series. That was the Cardinals versus the Tigers. That was a wild one, too. We'll be back right after these. Let's talk a little bit about the U.S. Open. Back in a sec.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Hello, I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Let's talk U.S. Open golf. Of course, it starts Thursday morning, but it'll go through Sunday, Father's Day. It's always on Father's Day weekend is the Golf Open. Playing at the toughest course they play at, or one of the toughest courses they play at, Shinnecock Hills, out in the Hamptons, off of New York City, out there on Long Island. This is the oldest golf course in the United States. I did not realize that. It is. They've been hosting they're hosting it for the 5th time since 1986, and typically the scores at the Open at Shinnecock are very difficult. They're very difficult to score. I think the last time they played it there, 2018, it was Brooks Koepka. He won at +1, so that gives you a little bit of an indication how difficult this course is. Who's supposed to win it this time? Well, Scotty Scheffler is 5.5 to 1 to be the winner, with Rory McIlroy 12 to 1 to be the winner himself. And both of those guys are the two favorites. Scheffler has his birthday on Sunday. That'd be a nice birthday gift. He turns 30. That's the other thing. Since 2008, there has been one winner of the U.S. Open over the age of 35. Rory McIlroy, he is over the age of 35. He's like 37 now, and so I'm Xing Rory out. Even though Roy's a great player, he might be the kind of guy to beat those kind of odds. Gary Woodland was the only one to win it over the age of over the age of 35. So yeah, you've got Scheffler at 6-1. Some of the other stars that you all know and love: John Rahm, Brooks Koepka. Like I mentioned, the last time he was there, or the last time the Open was there, he won it. Some of the other names to remember: Xander Schauffele. Then you go a little bit deeper in. Patrick Reed is golfing very well right now, and Justin Rose, 50-1. Rose has been near the top in just about every tournament he has played this year. He does a great job. The last time, yeah, it was Brooks Koepka. Koepka won it at 35-1. No, he wasn't 35. That's what he is this week. There's all kinds of former U.S. champions in the field. The youngest winner was a 19-year-old. The oldest winner was 45. That was in 1990. Hale Irwin, a three-time winner. Four former four-time winners: Willie Anderson, Bob Jones, Ben Hogan, and Jack Nicklaus. Nobody here has a chance to win it for the fourth time. Let's see. If you do win the U.S. Open, you get a gigantic check. Last year, J.J. Spawn, $4.3 million for J.J. Spawn last year. You get a U.S. Open exemption for 10 years, an invitation to the next 5 Masters, the next 5 British Opens, the next 5 PGAs, the next 5 TPCs, and exempt status on the PGA Tour for 5 years. That's always good. 156 players in the tournament. By the way, didn't get farther down the list, did I? There's Gary Woodland. He's 100-1 to win it this year. He won it I'll tell you in a minute. As the field is 156 players. The weekend cut. Where's the cut? Top 60 and ties. Top 60 and ties. How's the weather looking? Well, the Hamptons haven't received a ton of rain over the last 3 months, so conditions should be firm. Fairways will roll fast both Thursday and Friday, receiving gusts approaching 30 miles an hour, but standard breeze of about 15 to, you see, Thursday it's 16, Friday it's 13, and then 14 to 16 over the weekend. So be pretty good. Wind should be a bit of a factor. Rain should not be a factor. That's something to keep in mind. Like I said, J.J. Spawn won last year at 150-1. Other recent winners with gigantic numbers, well, that's about the biggest one. Webb Simpson won back in 2012 at 80-1. Koepka was 25-1 when he won here at Shinnecock. And let's see, that's with some of the longer winners. The Wyndham Clark, he was 70-1 when he won in 2023. So Gary Woodland, like I said, the last one over the age of 35 to win. Here's the full field, by the way. I'm just showing that to show you. There's a lot of people play in the U.S. Open. It's a gigantic one. Running out of time. Who are we betting on? Who are we all picking here? Here are the bets from the folks here on the Take the Points show. I'm taking Matt Fitzpatrick and Tommy Fleetwood to win. Guess what else? Weeze is taking Matt Fitzpatrick and Tommy Fleetwood to win. Poor Matt Fitzpatrick and Tommy Fleetwood. That is too bad. I like Koepka coming in as well, too. He's playing better. I've got him in the top 10. Nick Hardy, I've got him making the top 40. You know why I'm taking Nick Hardy? ILLINI. Yeah, that's basically the only reason. Jamie's got Rory McIlroy to win. He always has Rory to win. Scheffler is plus 150 to get in the top 5. He's also got Fat Pat in the top 10. Cameron Young, and Lucas has him 22 to win, as well as Xander Schauffele, 16 to win, and then Bryson DeChambeau to miss the cut. That's betting against him. That's pretty cool. So there you see what we're doing, folks. Hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. The U.S. Open is a good time. it's the opportunity to see really, really good golfers really, really struggle. It's a good time. We'll be back in just a sec. See you in a minute.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Middle of summer, we're over 70 games into the baseball season right now. You can begin to, I think you can begin to make judgments. I don't think that it is too early now. Looking at the American League, you can figure, yeah, the Yankees are good. You thought they were. Are the Rays going to continue at a 580 pace? Probably not quite that, but the Yankees might stay up over 600. They're that good, and even though, but they're dealing with a few weeks without Aaron Judge, their best player. How about the White Sox? They lead the Guardians in the Central Division. Are the White Sox that good? They're playing it. They're playing that well, and it's a winnable division. As the Guardians are solid too. They're both playing pretty solid baseball. Twins not that good, but the Twins beat the Cardinals the Cardinals beat the Twins 2 out of 3. They didn't get the sweep, but. No, they didn't get this. Twins beat the Cardinals 2 out of 3. The Cardinals beat the Padres 2 out of 3. Okay, that's what I meant to say. And then you've got the Cardinals going to play the Royals this weekend. Cardinals got to make hay while the sun's shining down there. And then you see the Mariners, just a couple of games over 500. I think the Mariners have played through their early season troubles. I think they'll get better. Here's what the National League looks like right now. The Braves, phenomenally good team. The Phillies, pretty good. They've played through their rough patch. Don Mattingly has Don Mattingly righted the ship, or did they just start playing worse teams? I'm betting on the second part, but that's fine. Cardinals. This is before Wednesday's game. I think the Padres ended up beating them on Wednesday, so that's probably should be 40-32. Then you have the Dodgers. They're really good. Will the Cubs catch up to the Cardinals and the Brewers? There's your question. I don't know. Yeah, the Padres ended up beating the Cardinals Wednesday. I don't know about the Dodgers. I don't know about the Cubs. Well, they're 4 games back of the Cardinals and 8 games back of the Brewers. I can see them catching the Cardinals. They play enough times over the rest of the year. 8 games back, you can catch them, but You're asking a lot over the course of 90 or 85 games now. Folks are close to we're close to halfway through the season. It is rolling along the baseball season. Are you enjoying the World Cup? Here's what the World Cup looks like, the World Cup guide. Of course, that one's not filled out on your TV screen, but this one on my screen, it is filled out. Let's see, get the right shot. And yeah, you can barely see that. I'm just showing you that because just to show you there's a ton of games. Here's what it looks like of the standings. This will play out quite a bit the next few weeks. Each team by Friday morning, by the time this is on TV, will have played one game and starting to roll through them again on Thursday and Friday. The most interesting thing probably of the first round, Australia knocking the crap out of Turkey was a big surprise in that group. And then you move over to the next group. It is you've got Germany won nicely. Sweden and Japan tied. Pardon me, Japan and Netherlands tied. Sweden with a big win. New Zealand on top. How about Belgium getting tied up? That was kind of a surprise. And then you get into Group I and Group J. Argentina, probably the biggest surprise would be Brazil. Where is Brazil? They're back on, Brazil got tied. Scotland leads Group C. That's Brazil's group. So, and they still have to play each other. That's going to be fun. Scotland can play with anybody, and Brazil is not as good as they have been in past years. So, who knows what can happen? But yeah, we'll keep an eye on that over the course of the next several weeks. Again, the final is July 19th, Sunday afternoon in New York City. New York City, fun town. We'll talk about that over the next few weeks. Let's come back. There was didn't they give away a couple of championships? Back in a sec.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. They gave away earned them the trophies in National Basketball Association and in the NHL over last weekend. Congratulations to the New York Knicks. there they are. The Knicks won the NBA championship after 5 decades without having won one. That's the trophy. The little trophy is Jalen Brunson. He's holding up his he's holding up his MVP of the Finals award there, and the bigger trophy is in the arms of, what is that? That's Karl Anthony Towns, right? No, it's OG Anunoby with the big trophy. The owner, it's too bad. You've got the owner down there. That's the thing. In basketball, they give the trophies first to the owners. And in just about every professional sport, they give the trophy goes to the owner first, and then it gets passed around. James Dolan is the owner there in the cool orange jacket, and he's kind of a jerk. Actually, he's really a jerk. Everybody hates him. But he apparently got the team going the right direction somehow during the season. They turn out the winner. Who's going to win next year? This is the numbers right now for next year's NBA championship, and the Spurs they've got believers out there, folks. Even over the Thunder, who they beat in the Western Conference Finals. The Knicks, even though the Knicks just won it, and handily 5 games, Knicks are like 6-1 as opposed to 2-1. Then you've got the Celtics and further on down. It's a litany of former champions, and it's way too early to figure on anything like that because you don't know who's going to be playing where. All right, I brought that handing the trophy to the owner first because of this. That's not what they do in hockey. In hockey, the player gets it first. The captain of the winning team, the Carolina Hurricanes, their second trophy for their second Stanley Cup ever. First one was 17 years ago, I believe, and now they've won it a second time. As there's Jordan Stahl, Gary Bettman, the commissioner, handing him the trophy. He hands it over to a teammate. Basically, he hands it to the teammate who he thinks probably is the most deserving player, and then they hand it to each teammate gets to hold the Stanley Cup and ride around the rink before they ever let it get touched by a coach or ownership. Of all people, ownership's like the last person to get to touch the Stanley Cup, and that's kind of the way it ought to be. That's maybe the best looking trophy in sports. That's a pretty good one too. That's Jordan Stahl also, as he won the MVP of the playoffs trophy. That's called the Conn Smythe. That's a good looking trophy too. A lot better looking than these pieces of metal that they were handing out to the Knicks, right? That's my thoughts anyway. Who's going to win the NHL next year? They've got Carolina winning again. Avalanche got beaten the West Conference Finals, and then you see Vegas, who were in the finals, all the way down to 13-1. But like I said, the NHL always wider open than the NBA, and it's more fun to watch if you ask me, but that's me. The Knicks had a lot of fun this year. A lot of folks had fun watching the Knicks. I'm not saying a bad thing about the Knicks. I am about their ownership, but not about the Knicks themselves. They were fun to watch. How do we do? Well, of course, we got to show you how we did. I did terribly. I had the Knights winning. I had the Spurs winning. And this was going into the finals. That was terrible. Weeze had the Spurs as well. And looks like Jamie won both of them. He had the Knicks in 5 correctly. He had the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes won in 6. So Weeze and Jamie win on the Cup. And on the finals, Jamie and Lucas win and Lucas got Brunson MVP correct. Jamie, I think he just liked the number on Josh Brown. Everybody knew that if the Knicks won, it was going to be Brunson, especially since Brunson scored 45 in the last game. What a performance by Jalen Brunson. I'm still bitter about him picking Villanova over Illinois, but he made the best decision for himself. I can't blame the kid. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. We really enjoy bringing it to you. And congratulations again to the North Clay Cardinals. Took 3rd place in Class 1A. Congratulations to the Cardinals. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great weekend.